If I have realised one thing in the last 24 hours, that is that most people are fucking idiots, okay? And this video I want to get into because it's just like, just stop. Just please stop. Yo, what's up guys, Vizzy here, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. And today, I want to do a video about the fact that Burnley has had games postponed. And really, it's not just about Burnley, but I guess as a Burnley fan, I'll get into my side of it. And from what I've seen and the just non-stop, just, not abuse, but like, just people just kind of having their thoughts about Burnley, and I laugh because they know absolutely nothing about the situation. They just make their own up because they think that makes sense when it's not the case. And it's annoying that every single team has done the same thing, and I don't want to be here like, oh, everyone hates Burnley, because it's the same thing for everyone. When one team puts a game off because of injuries and COVID and whatever else, that everyone gets the same shit. It's not just Burnley. Arsenal got the same thing, Liverpool got the same thing. But the funny thing is, I'm seeing Arsenal, Liverpool fans, United fans, I'm seeing all these fans of teams that has called off games because of the same reasons as us, giving us shit for calling off games. And it's like, you do the same fucking thing. I'm seeing Liverpool fans say to me, oh, just play your under-23s, when they called off a game against Arsenal and refuse to play the under-23s. It's like, man, don't throw bricks from glass houses. Like, I hate social media sometimes that it's so biased to one team that it makes no sense. The only team, maybe two, the only teams that I would take any stick from is Leeds, as they had 9 senior players. They could have, with full right, postponed a game against Arsenal, which they didn't. They played it, and they got battered. And after seeing a bunch of other teams postpone games for reasons that they could have also done it as well, they postponed next one. As they should, as everyone else was getting away with it. And I believe also Southampton as well. I think they got done over as well. I think which they played a game when they could have also got it called. I think it was last year. I think it was the game against United last year, which they lost 9-0, that they had enough players out that they could have got called off for the same reasons that everyone else is. Let's get one thing straight here. Am I for teams calling off games? Not really. However, is this a precedent that every single team has been doing in the last month and that has been getting away with it? Yes. Burnley have only postponed 2 games. That is the Watford game yesterday and the Leicester game 3 days ago. People are saying some bollocks, saying that we've postponed 5-6 games. Well, no, we haven't. 3 of them has been because of the other team, which is Watford, Villa, and also Everton. And then the other game of Spurs, which is because of the weather. It was a pitch that wasn't fit for play. Mark Goldbridge here, of course, Man United, you most likely already quite well know, saying, so why are Burnley cancelling so many games? COVID outbreak for 6 weeks is nonsense, so is cancelling games for injury. Used to be called, stop mourning and get on with it. Which, I mean, that's not the case though. It's just not the fucking case. He's trying to say that Burnley postponed all the games, all the 5-6 games that were behind. He's trying to say that we postponed all of them, which is not the case. Like, look it up. It's only Burnley for the last 2 games, Leicester at home and Watford at home. Villa away, Everton, Watford, the first time, was all the opponent's teams. So, like, it just annoys me that, like, they're trying to point a finger as if we're trying to, like, postpone games, which I know that it's a meme now, that, like, you know, Burnley are trying to, like, you know, yo, you can't get relegated if you don't play the games, and I get that completely, and, yo, Burnley, I mean, yo, we may have our entire season screwed because of this, because we're going to end up playing games in a very, very quick time span when other teams that we're facing won't. We probably will have a situation that we're playing a team at the weekend, which has had a 4 weeks rest, and then we play midweek against a Villa, then play the weekend against a team that's had a 4 weeks rest. That could be a situation that could happen. Also, this pissed me off when it says Burnley postponing another game. If they're that desperate, I'll come and play. Which again, like, it says another game as if, like, we've done all of them, which is just not the case. Like, it's just like, alright. I'm seeing Liverpool fans, Man U fans, Arsenal fans, like, all these fans of clubs that have called off games. Like, can we just get this one thing straight here? If your team has cancelled a game because of you having injuries or COVID or whatever it is, okay, shut the f*** up if another team has also done it. In the ideal world, I would have loved it if there was the first time this popped up that we just said, no, play your under-23s. And if you literally do not have any, then in that exceptional circumstance, which I think happened against Leeds, that, yes, you can have it called off. But if you got under-23s available, you play them. Now, the rule is now that I think it's 14 senior players, including 2 goalkeepers. I think that's the rule, I believe, that's what you must have. I believe it's 14 senior players, and that includes 2 goalkeepers. That's, yeah, so 12 outfield players, 2 goalkeepers. I think that's the rule, and if you have less than that, then you have full right to pass having a game postponed. Like, I saw this tweet, and, like, I know it's TalkSport, and TalkSport is just absolute fucking patter at this stage. You know, let's be real here. But I saw this, and was like, this must be fishing. This must be phishing. Saying Burnley sell a first team player for millions, they call it a game because they don't have enough players. Is everyone okay with that? It means to sell Chris Wood to Newcastle. A sale which we have absolutely no say in. We have no say. They triggered a release clause. We have no choice on if he's going or not. That's all up to Chris Wood. I can't believe a guy from TalkSport, we've got to explain the fact that we have no say in the fact that a player sold or not. This is your literal fucking job, mate. This is the best thing. When someone says that they didn't sell him, it was a release clause, they have no say in it. They said they could have recalled a 23-year-old loan striker who signed a new Burnley contract last summer if they were keen to get the game on. And who's that person that he's on about? Joe Mbongo, our Swedish striker that has gone off to Aki Stanley on loan. He's got torn knee ligaments. He is literally injured, cannot play. Chris Borden, a Burnley Express journalist, says that to him. And then he says, no, not Joel. With absolutely no with absolutely no indication of who he's actually on about. He doesn't know who's on about. That's who's on about. But of course, he got found out that he can't play him. You fucking donkey. When he says who, then, which we got two keepers out, defenders, and Phillips, which is a midfielder wide player. Then Dunham says Phillips is also a finisher. So let's go loan back a player to play a position that he's not actually playing in, to play a striker when he's not actually a striker because it will suit you. These guys get paid for this. I just don't get it, man. Just like this entire postponed games, I wish that we were able just to play the games normally. However, if half the teams in the league are doing the same shit, why aren't we? We're one of the last teams to do this. Of course, like next day there'll be another team that postponed, so then they'll be the villain of the day. So I know it's not just Burnley. Goldbridge saying that we've postponed pretty much all our games, which is just not the case. It's like, bro, I'm looking forward to it being May and Burnley still have 13 games to play. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Stay safe.